Hey everybody, Mark Dawes here. Now, yeah, I'm still retired. Okay, I just thought I'd jump on here on this marketing group and stick a video up because I was speaking to Rab and Travell up at Lillishall recently, and they said, would I mind jumping on here and doing the odd video every now and again from a marketing perspective? I said, absolutely not. Be delighted to do so. And it's quite an interesting video, this one, because one of the questions I was asked by someone recently was and it's this question here. If I had to start all over again, all over in business, with no product, no website, and little or no money, what would be the one important thing I'd do first? And that for me is an absolute no-brainer. I'd build an email marketing list. That would be the one thing I do. And interestingly, over the years, I've been to lots of seminars, met lots of marketing people, some of the greats, in fact. And that was a question that a lot of them were asked. If you had to start all over again with, no product, no website, little or no money, what would you do? Each and every one of them said they would build an email list. And this is why. In your business, you must be doing email marketing. If you're not doing this, you're leaving money on the table, honest to God. If you look at this statistics here that comes from a Global Industry Analysis Reporter, it says email marketing revenue worldwide. This shows it from 2020 to 2027. You can see it growing. Now we're in 2023 at the moment, and this is just in the US, by the way. This is their own statistics. In 2023, they're doing 10.89 billion in the US alone. By 2027, that's going to grow to 17.9 billion. So that's nearly doubling in revenue. Okay, and here's some facts for you from this year. McKinsey & Company has found that email marketing is 40 times more effective than social media channels and can shorten the buying process by 3 times compared to other social outreach. And a lot of people say, I've been saying for years, email marketing's dying, there's a death. Well, not according to the Radicati Group. They're saying that the total number of business and consumer emails sent and received per day will exceed 376 billion by year-end 2025. That's a massive scale-up. I mean, you've just seen the stats of 17.9 billion. That's just in America. They're saying worldwide it's going to go to 376 billion. Some more stats for you. Email marketing consistently delivers one of the biggest, highest returns on investment compared with other marketing channels. Now, HubSpot is a big name in the CRM world, and they've said this year that email marketing can bring a potential 4,400% return on investment. That means for every dollar you spend on email marketing, you'll be earning $44 in return, which is just ridiculous. Now, I tell people this all the time. If I gave you $1 and you gave me $2 back, that's £1 million business. So if I earn $1 or £1 for every pound I invested, that is potentially £1 million business. What they're saying, these are the industry experts, is that you spend $1 or £1 on email marketing, you're going to get $44 back. That is massive. Okay, this is why it's so important. Now, this exceptionally high return on investment is due, obviously, to the relatively low cost of email campaigns and the ability to reach a targeted audience. Because think about that. If someone opts into your mailing list, they obviously are interested in what you do. That's now taken a cold lead and turned them into a warm one, which they're much easier to market to, let me tell you. Now, here's some more stats. There are 4 billion daily email users. 37% of brands are increasing their email budget. A majority of marketers using email leverage mobile-friendly emails as part of their marketing strategy. Subscriber segmentation is the most effective email marketing campaign strategy. And what that means is if you've got people opting in for lots of different things, you don't want to email everyone about the same thing. You want to segment your email list. So if you've got some people opting in your world for self-defense, others opting in for handcuffing, others opting in for restraint, others opting in for conflict management, then you send them the information relating to what they opted in for. That's what segmentation is. Now, 33% of marketers send weekly emails and 26% send emails multiple times per month. And I used to get asked this a lot. How many emails should you send someone a week or a month? And there's no definitive answer to that. But you should be emailing. You should be emailing a minimum 2 to 3 times a week. 77% of marketers have seen an increase in email engagement over the last 12 months. Smartphone users prefer to receive brand communications via email. And almost half of marketers report changing their email performance measurements as a result of Apple's mail privacy protection changes. Now, you may know that on the iPhones, you can opt out from receiving email marketing. So that's a problem for many marketers, but there are other ways in which you can get people into your email list from social media like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'll show you some stats in a minute which might blow your mind. Now, testing your emails leads to a high return on investment, and there's a link to a blog post there where you can actually go and have a look at all these facts here if you want to. There are a couple of problems though, and one is that people are getting too many emails, and if the email isn't relevant to what they subscribe to, then they're probably going to delete it. Now, just think of it as common sense, isn't it? You know, if someone opts in for information from you and it's about self-defense or martial arts or conflict management, and you start sending them information about something completely irrelevant, send them stuff from meditation or mindfulness or, whatever, they're probably not going to be interested, okay? So if you're running NLP courses and someone opts in for NLP information, you send them NLP information. And I know this sounds like common sense, but you would be surprised how many people get that wrong. And think about this. When you wake up in the morning and you check your emails, how many emails do you delete without reading them? So the more relevant you can make the subject line in relation to what they're interested in, the more likely they're going to open and read your email. It's just a fact. The beauty of an email list is you have a distribution network. So think about it this way. If you went into Costa Coffee tomorrow and there'd been a world drought and every coffee bean on the planet Earth had died, so there was no more coffee on Earth, would Costa Coffee go out of business? And the answer is no. And the reason is their network of shops act as a distribution network. So they could pivot and sell tea and orange juice and whatever they want to sell. Yeah. So they don't rely on coffee. They rely on the distribution network. And when you have an email list, you have a distribution network. So that's something to always bear in mind. And the most important thing in your business, without a shadow of a doubt, is your email database. So you should be every day looking at ways to grow your email database. And you've seen how emails work. Someone goes to an opt-in page, so they go to something like that there with my face on it, where they put their name and their email in. You've probably done it yourself. And they click on to download whatever it is. In this case, it was a restraint and COVID-19 risk assessment that I think Travell and I worked on during COVID. And when they put their name and email in, they click the download now button, and they go to another page which says, attention, download the risk assessment here. Click to download now. So that's all they've got to do. They go straight to that page, they can download it. But I also send them a series of emails. There'll be maybe 1 to 5, sometimes as many as 30 emails over a period of weeks they will get to give them more information relative to risk assessments and that sort of thing. So with NFPS, if people opted in for restraint training, they would get the information we promised them, the free report or whatever it is, or the free webinar. And then they would get emails that would tell them all about restraint training and the benefits of restraint training and the benefits to them. Because people buy benefits. They don't buy you. And that's something to bear in mind. I'll do more on that on another video. So that's important, okay, how that works there. Now, we did this years ago for a close quarter combat course. And we said, look, we've got this free video here. It can reveal the 5 main reasons why many physical skill techniques will fail when used in real self-defense and unarmed combat situations. And if you opt in, you'll get more information about the ex-Special Forces trainer teaching a CQC course at the end of August, early September. This was a few years back. And what they do is they click, access the free video. They get taken to a page where they put their name and their email address in. And they click access the free video. And then they get taken to another page you can see there where they can invite a friend. That's a good strategy, because most people want to go on a course with a friend, so they invite a friend along. They can share it on Facebook and Twitter, whatever. And then they get one email there with the free video or the free report, whatever. Then they get another email, then they get another one, then they get another one. And the purpose of the other emails is to actually answer their questions and objections about the course. It's not to try and sell them necessarily. You want to get inside their mind and figure out what would stop them from booking on the course. And then hopefully they'll purchase the course and you'll earn money. So to look at this diagrammatically, you've got an opt-in page. That goes to a thank you page. So they opt in for more information, as you saw, about the COVID risk assessment or the CQC course. When they've opted in, it goes to a thank you page, which they can download the information from or invite a friend or do whatever. And then they get added to what's called an autoresponder. And an autoresponder is basically a piece of software where you write the emails once and everyone who opts in gets the same sequence of emails. So you write them once and leave them. It's brilliant. So they get the first email where they can download the whatever it is or go to the video page there. Then they get email number 2, which would again answer a question or an objection about what they're possibly thinking about whatever it is you're going to try and upsell them on. And then you get another email, which is email 3, and there'll be a link in that email to the sales page. So it might say something along the lines of, hey, if you're interested in this CQC course, one of the things that most people worry about is, will I get beasted? Because we know there are people out there, beast people. You won't get beasted on this course. There's going to be ample time for breaks, for rest. We're going to work at your pace. It's a mature course taught by mature adults for mature adults. It's not SAS or SPS selection. And if you want to book on and bring a friend, click on the link to the sales page here. That sort of email. Then you send them another email, which takes them to there, and then another one there. And you could have 5, 10, 20, 30 emails, depending on how long you've got before the course is running there, to sell them on this one. And what you're looking at doing here is, if you take this, you get someone at point A and you want to get them to point B, what is it you need to do to get that desired outcome, which in your case will be someone giving you money to buy a product or a place on a course, whatever it is. So they're in position A at the moment, where they may have doubts, insecurities, worries, fears, not sure about certain things. They may not even know you that well. And you need to get them to point B, where they're going to put their hand in their pocket, take out their wallet, take out their credit card, punch the numbers in and give you money for whatever it is you're selling. Well, that desired outcome is going to be based on goodwill. So the more goodwill you can generate in the email process, the more likely it is they're going to actually give you money. So you think about 4 questions. What's 4 questions you could answer? Question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. As I said, you might have 10 questions. And the best way to find these questions actually is to ask people. What's your biggest fear, worry, or concern about coming on this course? Just ask them outright, and you will soon build some frequently asked questions. Or you can do a bit of research. Ask ChatGPT, that probably knows. Or go on LinkedIn, go on Facebook, look through social media and see what people are commenting. Then what you do is you send them the first email, and that answers whatever the conversation is that's going on inside their head about the objection or worry or fear they have. And as you do that, you build goodwill. And then you send them the second email, and you give them some more free information to allay another fear, another objection or worry, whatever. And you do the same with email 3, and you do the same with email 4. And what happens here is you're getting them closer to your desired outcome, which is booking on a course, by addressing their worries, fears, anxieties, concerns, whatever they've got. And eventually, bang, they book on the course. Right. So what concerns or worries or frequently asked questions could you come up with? So here's just some, and these were taken from questions that people used to ask me about self-defense. I don't have a black belt in the martial arts. How is it possible to become an instructor in X days or weeks? I've been ripped off before, so what if I don't like it? Or when I start, I realise that it's not for me. I'll have lost a lot of money. And that's a big one for people, because they have been missold or ripped off in the past. So you need to think of the answers to those questions. And you may come up with that. You don't need a black belt or any martial arts experience. In fact, that is even an advantage, because That's the content of your email. You expand on that. So there's your first email. How is it possible to become an instructor in X days or weeks? There's the second email. And we'll start off with, you're probably wondering how it's possible to become an instructor in X days or weeks, and it's possible to be able to teach self-defense after 2 days or 1 week's instruction because, and you give them all the reasons why. I've been ripped off before, so what if I don't like it, or when I start I realise that it's not for me, I've lost a lot of money? Well, we offer a no quibble, 100% money back guarantee, so you'd have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And we can do this because give them your reasons why you do it. And one of the reasons is, very rarely, if you look after people properly, are they going to ask for their money back? And you can tell them that and say, look at the testimonials on our webpage or whatever. So, or your YouTube channel if you haven't got a website. Okay. So there's 3 emails you could do straight away if you're looking at self-defense or whatever. And then you'd add a 4th one in, or a 5th one in, or a 6th one in, whatever you like. And that then takes them from there to there. Remember? Yeah, we want to build goodwill. So you're answering questions that they have inside their heads, or worries, anxieties, fears. And you've got these 4 questions or more, and you just send them out. So day 1, they get question 1. Day 2, they get question 2. Day 3, they get question 3. Day 4, they get question 4. And when we did this with that CQC course that I told you about, something interesting was happening, because we said we only had a certain number of places available on the course. We've had people send us money in envelopes, in the mail, checks and actually cash, because they didn't want to miss out. We built that much goodwill with them that they were willing to pay for the course, not even knowing what the cost was. They were just taking a punt on sending me the money to either reserve their place or pay for the course before we'd announced the price and before we'd actually opened the cart. And you may find that happen to you too. And then when you open the cart, you'll fill your course, provided you've done your email marketing right. So there's lots of autoresponders that you can look at. But before that, let me show you something. Right? 'Cause I did a little thing yesterday. I've been playing with some software. Right. This is a piece of software I'm using at the moment. I'm just going to refresh it, because yesterday I set this up to get some leads, and I did it. I'm not interested in running a business anymore. It's really not for me. I don't want. I've retired. I'm retired. But I thought, well, I might build a mailing list and just keep in touch with people, because now, I'm doing other stuff like mindfulness stuff and quantum thinking and NLP, and I'm just playing with them, But look, this is within 24 hours. I've gathered 995 leads into an email system by putting out a little video on Facebook and Instagram saying I've got a free MP3 audio about affirmations. If you'd like it, simply send me a direct message on Instagram, put the word affirmations in there, and if they do that, the software does the rest. It sends them a response to their Instagram message saying, hey, what email would you like us to send it to? They then reply with their email, and it puts them into an email autoresponder system built within this software, and it automatically emails them out. And like I said, in 24 hours, we've got 995 there and 14 pending there, so that's 1,000 roughly people. So it's Friday the 29th of September at 3 o'clock. I remember setting this up yesterday on the 28th of September, probably about the same time actually, and then putting it out there to test it. And I got 9 leads off Facebook. That's interesting. Okay, so Instagram is outperforming Facebook at the moment, and you never know with marketing, so you have to test it. Okay, so that's an important thing to do. But I hope you're seeing the importance of emails, email marketing. It's without doubt the most important thing to build in your business. Now, there's various autoresponders out there that you can look at. There's MailChimp. Now, I suppose most of you have heard of MailChimp. It offers a free plan to up to 2,000 subscribers. If you're starting off and you haven't got 2,000 subscribers, then MailChimp will be a good place to start. But then it does ramp up the costs the more and more subscribers you get. Okay, I mean, paid plans start at $99 a month. It's still not a lot. You've got GetResponse. Now, I've used MailChimp. I've never used GetResponse, but it's a little bit more sophisticated than MailChimp, and you pay $15 a month for up to 1,000 subscribers there. And then obviously the price goes up the more subscribers you get. But think about this, guys. If you're getting $44 for every dollar you spend, it's a no-brainer, you know. Aweber, I've used Aweber in the past. In fact, Aweber was one of the first autoresponders I ever used. I liked it. It's brilliant. I haven't used it for decades, mind, because I went on to Infusionsoft. That starts at $19 a month for up to 500 subscribers. But check all these out. You know, something called ConvertKit. I've never used it, but I know people that have and are happy with it. Their pricing there, $29 a month for up to 1,000 subscribers. You've got ActiveCampaign, $9 a month for up to 500 subscribers. So they're all starting off, you know, around the sort of $10, $20 mark. Oh yeah, Constant Contact, $20 a month. I know quite a few marketers who use that. I don't know whether they're still using it, but that was good for marketing in its day. I've never used it. Drip is another email autoresponder. Again, $19 a month for up to 500 subscribers. So $19. I mean, what's that in pounds? Probably about the same. Neither here nor there. Sendinblue offers a free plan for up to 300 emails a day. That's quite good. And paid plans start at $25 a month for unlimited emails. And I know with Infusionsoft, we were paying about $150 a month, but that's the Rolls Royce of systems when it comes to this. I'm not saying it's the best by a long shot, it's just that it suited our business well. But, you know, all these prices that I've just quoted to you, don't take them to red, go research them, they're all subject to change. And go to the respective websites, check them out, you know, or contact the vendors for the most up-to-date information on their pricing plans. So that's what I would do there. So I hope that helps. But going back to this question here, that's what someone asked me the other day, and that's my answer. I'd build an email list. And as you saw, I started yesterday, and that, honestly, hand on heart, it was around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon I started. And as you've seen, I've put nearly 1,000 people into an email list. Now, you know, if I decide to write another book or put another event on, I've got that email database there. I can email them directly. It costs me absolutely nothing to send an email to that database list because I've paid for the software. And that'll go out. And by the time I finish building it, we'll probably have, I don't know, maybe 5,000 people in there. But it's not hard to do. It does take effort. Okay, you do need to have people following you on social media. But the way you get around Apple's issue, by the way, because Apple obviously is blocked marketing on its iPhone, you can opt out of all marketing emails, is to actually use the platforms that people are on. So if there's a lot of your followers on Instagram, capture them on Instagram. That way you circumnavigate Apple. If all of your followers are on Facebook, market to them on Facebook. Capture their details from Facebook, you know, using certain software to do so. I can come on to that in another video. You know, if they're on YouTube, then capture their details from YouTube. Put them, you know, get them to sign up to a mailing list on YouTube, or at least subscribe to your channel. And then if you're working on the platforms that people like using, that's much easier than trying to take them away from that platform and get them to sign up somewhere else. Okay, but again, I'll cover that on future videos. But it's nice to be back. I'll be doing a few more of these. I hope that helps. And for those of you who are probably just trained with the guys, for those of you who are just starting a business or looking to start a business, honestly, build that email database. In fact, I'll tell you a short story before I go. I was in a cafe type restaurant the other week. The food was brilliant. There was no one there. Okay, because I'm vegan, my wife's vegan. We found this beautiful vegan kitchen restaurant. Went there. The two people running it, lovely people, husband and wife. And I said, why isn't more people here? She said, oh, it's quiet during the day. And I said, well, when people come, I said, how do you get them to come back? She said, well, hopefully the food will sell itself, which it has for us. No two ways about it. But I said to her, I said, look, if you've got a marketing strategy, the one thing I would advise you to do is to get a little card, ask people, you know, for their feedback, and ask them for their name and email address, just their first name and email address, and put them into an email autoresponder. Now, I did this once before with a cafe, and within 2 months, they had about 1,200 people on their email list. And all they used to do, local business, email out offers locally and say, oh, you know, if you, because they thought, well, I think it was something like a Wednesday morning was a quiet period. So they said, oh, if you come in on Wednesday morning, we're doing 10% off, and you'll get you can have a coffee and a free cake. And people, boom, full on a Wednesday morning. So that's how you can use it even with local businesses. All right, hope that helps. Have a great day. Speak to you soon.